Okay. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to a brand new video. Ooh, that's a little bright. Let's get that down a little bit. It's your boy Sneakerhead in the Bay here, and today I'm bringing you guys a brand new custom. Now, this custom isn't revolutionary. It's nothing new. You've probably seen it a million times already, but I haven't made my own video on it, so I figured, you know what?
Let's do it.
So in today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to throw these thick laces into a pair of Air Force Ones. As many of you guys know, the Air Force One is already a popular model, but if you think the triple whites need a little bit of spice to it, you can add these rope laces and change up the look. So without any further ado, let's get into it. Let's get it started with the materials list. Everything will be linked down below in the description if you guys would like to check that out. But let's go ahead and roll through it real quick. For this custom, we're going to be using 10mm rope for the laces. This is easily found on Amazon and it comes in this huge spool right here. We're also going to need a drill and some conical drill bits. We'll also be using some heat shrink tubing as well as a heat gun to start this process. Before we even get started, you know your boy had to do some experimenting, so I did a couple things and I figured out what works, what doesn't really work that well, so let's go ahead and talk about it so you understand my full thought process before we start drilling the shoes. So first things first, I wanted to add some eyelets right here. I thought that would be a super clean look because a lot of people have, you know, that raw finish when it comes to this custom, and I thought, hey, if I add some eyelets, it would look a lot better. But the problem with eyelets is that these holes are too close to each other. So if I were to add an eyelet right here, let's say, it's going to overlap. It's not going to look good. These holes are just way too close for the size eyelets that we're using. So maybe you could use a smaller one, but I don't have them on hand right now. And after doing a couple tests, just doing it with the raw finish actually looks pretty good. If you don't make a huge hole, the lace pretty much covers up everything and you'll be good to go. I've literally seen so many people do this custom, so I don't know who to give credit to, but credit goes to whoever is the OG of the rope lace Air Force. Since we're going to be extending these holes right here and making them a little bit wider for the lace to fit through, we got to make sure that this tongue is nice and safe. So to do that, we're just going to fold it up and we're going to push it up into the toe box area, since that area is not going to be seeing the drill too much. Just be really careful. Make sure you tuck it all the way in because this hole might hit the tongue if you have it out a little bit. But for now, that should be good. It gets everything out of the way and it gives us a nice surface to work with right here. So I did an experiment with the regular drill bits versus these conical ones, and the conical ones work so much better. So if you guys end up buying the ones that are in the description from Amazon, we're gonna be using the 3/16 to 1/2, and that is the first one in the set. I've already done this a few times with my tester pair, so I know where to stop, but if you guys don't know where to stop, this is the point right here. I believe it's the second to last groove on this thing. You can add a piece of tape if you want. That way you know that you're not going too far. So I might do it for this video just to show you guys how that would look. This is basically just gonna be our guide, all right? Makes it a lot easier to see it, just like that. And if you guys have never used a drill before, I recommend going very, very slow. Make sure you watch your fingers. You don't wanna lose your fingers on this job right here. It's gonna make a little bit of a mess. That's why I'm in this room right here and not on the carpet. This fits perfectly in these holes right here, so you shouldn't have any slippage. Again, make sure your fingers are out of the way. You could hold the shoe, you could give it support and stuff, but just be aware of where your finger is, okay? So we're gonna start off with, let's start off with this one right here. Let's do this one nice and slow. Just like that. Now we have a nice and big hole to put the lace through. So we're just gonna do that for the rest of them, and I'll go ahead and show you guys how the lace looks with it right there. Let's go ahead and check this out, make sure everything fits. This is just a tester with the rope lace that we have. Pull this through, nice and snug fit, and it fits good. You don't want this hole to be too big because of the way that it just eats through the leather. If you make a big hole, it's gonna look super ugly around there. So if you keep it nice, it's gonna look a little bit more professional, a lot more clean. And just like that, we're all done with the holes, which is basically half of the custom. The rest is just putting the laces back in and we'll be good to go. Pretty easy custom, not too long. I think I did this in maybe, what, 2-3 minutes? So not too bad if you have everything. To get the correct size for the laces, we're gonna be using the original laces that the Air Forces came with. All you need to know is to extend the rope laces about 6 inches longer than the current laces that we have on the table right here. It's better to have long laces that we can trim versus laces that are too short. If we were to go ahead and try fitting these in the holes we just drilled, we're gonna have a little bit of a problem because these laces are a little bit thicker than the holes that we drilled. So how do we fix this problem? Well, you get any tape. I got some shipping tape right here. What we're going to do is twist this as much as we can just to kind of tighten it up. And then we're just gonna tape the ends together. But this really helps with just getting it through the shoe when we lace it. So just want to make sure we kind of twist it. If you give this a nice little conical form, this will help get it right through those holes pretty easy. So we're just gonna do that for both sides. If you want this thing to be super sturdy, double up the tape and it'll be so much easier. So at this point we should be all good to go. I'm just gonna go ahead, drop these laces in exactly how I showed you guys. It might require a little bit of muscle to pull this through, but nothing too crazy. And if you guys want an even better mock-up, you could go ahead and throw these on feet just so you can lace them properly. Because I know some people with this style, they like it really, really loose. Some people like it a little bit tighter. So throw them on feet so you get it the way that you want, so you're super comfortable in these. Before we start cutting things and before we get rid of this tape right here, we're gonna go ahead and slip on our shrink wrap. Now it's up to you how long you wanna leave your shrink wrap. If you wanna do an inch, you can do an inch. If you want it smaller, you could do it smaller. You could do half an inch. But I'm gonna keep it at 0.75. So I got inches over here, so it's easy for me. I'll just cut this up right here and I'll cut this out. And the main reason you want to keep the tape on is because it's easier to slip your shrink wrap through. This is going to be the end of our lace. So kind of want to mock it up and see where we want it. Let's say I'm using this line right here, the midsole touching the upper, as basically where I want it, right? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna snip the lace. So we're gonna snip it a little bit underneath our shrink wrap. So we'll cut it right here, just like that. Now that that's trimmed, we have something that looks like this. We're also going to be using a heat gun to wrap up the shrink wrap. It's actually super soothing to watch. Check it out. Super simple and super nice. Alright you guys, thank you so much for making it till the end of this video. That pretty much wraps up this entire custom. Again, a very, very easy custom to do, but if you guys would like me to do it, or you just are scared of messing up some shoes, you could go ahead and DM me on Instagram and I could do a pair for you guys for a little extra charge. I have a feeling some people are gonna ask me about this light in the background, so I will have that linked down below. Not sponsored, but I just got it from Amazon and it looks fantastic. And to end this video off, I figured, you know what? Let's do a quick little giveaway because Air Forces luckily aren't too crazy in price. And I feel like blessing one of you guys, especially if you watch till the end of the video and you don't skip. That's amazing. So here's how you enter. All you have to do is follow me on Instagram at SneakerHeadInTheBay. I'm sure a lot of you guys are already following, so that's good. If not, make sure you guys follow. After that, hit the like button on this video. Make sure you're subscribed with your post notifications on. I will be checking when I announce the winner. And leave a fun fact about yourself in the comment section down below. Any random fact, what you're working on, any goals you have, any crazy talents you have, whatever it is, drop a comment down below, something personal about yourself, and leave your Instagram handle on there as well so I can get in contact with you guys. I don't know when I'm gonna end this giveaway, so that's why it's important to stick with me on Instagram because I do post a lot of stories throughout the day so you can stay updated on there. I'm gonna go ahead and edit this video, so I'll catch you guys very soon for the next one, all right? It's your boy Sneakerhead in the Bay. Have a beautiful day. I'm out. Peace. Wow.